Whew, another cowboy hat day. Partially because it's new and partially because I need to keep my hair back. I just realized we haven't made a video in a really long time. And we're gonna use this video to kind of explain what's been going on and why we haven't been making as many videos and stuff. We just got really busy. We had a few things come up. We had a goat kid while we were building the sheep shed in the last video. We had a sheep we had to doctor back to health. With all this drought, we've had a lot of parasites, and we've had to try to do parasite management, and moving the sheep around is very difficult in 105-degree weather with a screaming baby. So we had some ewes die. We got some replacement ewes. We had 18 piglets born off our KuneKune pigs, and that's just the kind of thing where it's me, Brooklyn, and the baby. Every now and then we'll have a helping hand, and in the event of the pigs we did have a helping hand, but it's just so hard to get in there with a camera. Long story short, we've just had a lot going on, and it's really hard to video when it's 105 degrees outside with a screaming baby. Having just Brooklyn and I doing all of this, one of you basically always has to be tending to the baby, which means the other person has one hand, and that leaves no hands for a camera. So anyway, we're going to try to take a little bit more video now that Hope's getting a little bit older. Now she's kind of able to walk around a little more freely. So this video, I'm going to show you all the new stuff, everything that's new on the ranch that you haven't seen yet. But first, let's go do the chores. Hey, you're not supposed to be up there. Oh, turkeys. I really hope I'm in frame. One of the things you probably noticed when I was taking video of the chickens is we have a ton of chickens now. I think last time we only had maybe like 20 something, the last video we made. And we've been incubating and incubating and incubating. And I want to say now we have close to 50 chickens. Some of them are still small, some of them are laying, some of them are for meat. And then we've got 4 turkeys here. If you'll remember, we had 6. Heat's killing them, and then one of them had an egg get stuck and they died that way. So it is what it is. Developments on this front, we have some new painted desert ewes. Some are in the front. There's one ewe here. We've got Fancy here, a little kid goat. I don't know if you can see her. We moved one of the dorpers in here. It was just a bad rotation. And then, I don't know if you can see him, but we've got a little painted desert cross ram. Unfortunately, he got too much dorper, so he doesn't have those cool horns. And then, of course, as always, we got Billy in this pen, and he's an absolute monster. He tears everything up. He's got the fence all tore up and everything. He's just a butt. We're actually going to have him rented out. There's a lady down the road who really likes his genetics. She's bred with him in the past, and she's got a lot of people who really like his genetics. So we're going to rent him out for about a month, which will be some much needed relief for us, because Billy's the only animal here that really ever gives us any issues. Once he goes, we're actually going to have to pull off some of his fencing and redo it. But anyway, let me get these guys fed and quit talking for a minute. One of today's chores is going to be, we've got to take in my tractor to John Deere, because in order to keep your warranty through our dealership, they have to maintain it. You can't do the maintenance on your own and just log the dates. So I got to load the tractor up. Luckily this weekend we don't really need it. We pretty much got all the things that we needed to do out of the way. So should be pretty good to go without it for a few days. hooked up. The worst part's putting these ramps on. I don't have a fancy slide system like most people. I gotta pick them up and they're heavy. And usually, thank God not right now, but usually it's hotter than all get out. It's too hot to touch this daggum thing. Okay. Woo, let's get that tractor on this puppy. Time to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Another development. We moved most of the sheep herd to the front pasture. They're being sheepish, they don't want to come up, but that painted desert sheep right there that's kind of moving right behind that dorper, her name's Dolly, and she just had two little lambs. You can kind of see them right beside her. Two little lambs, and she had those on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, and we've got one more dorper in there named Barbara, and she is due any day. Look at them little lambs plodding along.
Okay, so earlier Jake mentioned that our KuneKune pigs had a whole bunch of babies recently, and we kind of quickly had to throw together this structure to keep the mamas separated. And we've got 12 little piglets running around right now, and they're doing so good. They look so cute and healthy, and we got real lucky because we've got some pretty good mama pigs taking care of them real well. So we're real excited for them to grow up, and we can either sell them as registered pigs or maybe meat pigs in the future. We'll see how they turn out. Probably one of the most exciting developments that we've got going on now is we started building the house, which has been a long time coming. So the frame's up and they're going, and it's looking so good.